Yes, so it says here, looking at your transcript, that you have already completed basic home economics with your private school. Yes, you will not be required to take it again, and you can submit that for your elective credits for your first year, which I highly recommend because it's one less that you have to take, and will provide you with more room for getting your prerequisites that are required by the school done. Yeah, so you can actually set yourself up to graduate early. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. And we will see you here very soon. Yes, I have all your transcripts. You are good to go. We will see you here soon at Grumpy State. Thank you so much. Hi, can I help you? You have an appointment with an admissions counselor? Okay, and what's your name? That sounds familiar. Who is your Fairytale affiliation? Royal. Okay. Got it. So your parents would be like Philip and Aurora. Yeah. I heard that you had applied. I just didn't think you'd show up. Oh no, it's nothing personal. It's just royal babies don't tend to slum it with we side character children. Yeah. Well, anyway, you're here, so welcome to Fairytale campus. I will be your admissions counselor. My royal affiliation is with Grumpy. He is my dad. Yeah, like the dwarf. He is not married to another Fairytale character, so I'm half royal affiliate. Yeah, it's very progressive for the school to let me in. But let's see. You are registering as a freshman. Great. Let me pull up your transcript. So your transcript says that you graduated this year, which means you are applying late, which is fine. There's no problem with that. I assume that you are attending classes come fall. Okay, so we're cutting it close. It seems you have a pretty extensive transcript. Okay, so all A's in imagination studies. Good for you. Okay. You've done quite a bit of villain studies. Is there something to that? Like, I should have asked this at the beginning. What school are you applying to here within campus? Yeah, so there's 5. There's the Royal School of, what is it? It's the Royal University, pardon me. The Royal University of Magic and Philanthropy. Basically just your general classes on how to be a royal. Given that your parents are already royalty and they're like legacy royalty, I don't recommend applying there. Oh, you didn't want to go there? Good. It's boring. There's Grumpy State, which is where I go, established by my family's long lineage of grumpy professors. basically teaching you how to be the best side character you can be in someone else's fairy tale. But you learn a lot of life skills, so think about that. Maybe a bit too peppy. You seem kind of happy. There's the Villain School of Magic and Witchery, which seems up your alley. And the two other ones are more so for like sorcerers. Do you have like not villain sorcerers, like good ones? There's Sword in the Stone State. It's a big party school. I would recommend if you want to get a decent education. And there is also the Prince and Princess University. Okay, you're just gonna go to your parents want you to go to royal school. Okay. Well, I would recommend Prince and Princess University just because you are legacy royalty, and that is kind of for people who are established. You're gonna go there. Okay, great. Do you happen to have an acceptance letter? You do. Love that. Let me see. Oh, okay. High honors. Okay, so you were accepted in all 5 colleges with your top choices. Okay, great. So Prince and Princess University is. So let me just look at your transcript to make sure you don't meet any prerequisites that you like won't have to register for. Not that you need to save the money. Studies, history, ability, dark magic, dark fairy history, superhero history, not one we see. So I see you've been doing a little interdimensional study. Very cool. Human history, that's good that you've taken that. You want to take that again. A 6-week lecture seminar with the Headless Horseman. Greek mythology. Okay. So you have a pretty extensive background. However, you do not have a lot of the classes that we would expect, which is fine. Your grades are good in everything you took. May I ask why the interest in so much dark magic? Right, Maleficent is your godmother. That makes sense. So you did just all the royal stuff with your parents, but got a former villain education. Interesting. Okay. Well, looking at everything here, you have a pretty solid background. So let's talk about what you'll need to do while you're here. Since you are registering for classes, we'll go over the classes that you can take, but I'm going to tell you about the ones you have to take, which you shouldn't really have a problem with, but we'll see how that goes. All right. So you will need to, there's like 5 or 6 required readings, some of which I have here, some of which I will take you to Professor Bell's library and you will pick out, okay? So the first one I have here, this stack. The first one is The Guide to Entertaining. Yeah, the Prince and Princess School is the only school that requires this. It's basically for throwing events because you are royal, so you will be throwing events. I'll just give you a look here at some of the things. So, for example, if you're hosting Cinderella at your castle, these are the things you would want to include. These sparkling jello squares, the royal roast beef croustines, and the Jacques and Gus cheese nibbles. There's these cupcakes, drinks, and then we also go into full decor. So, you know, if you're doing a New Year's party, how to send out the invitations, and when to do everything. Yeah, so you will have to read this. Your class will go through it. You guys will test on it, and then you will throw mock events. Yeah, so the school does provide this for all royals. However, if you lose or damage it, there is a fee. So that's your first requirement. Let's see. Then we have the baking guide. This is for all students who attend any branch of Fairytale campus. Yeah, this is a complete baking guide. Given that you are a princess, you will probably never step foot in a kitchen, but for the lore of your future fairytale that will be written, you need to know how to bake. So not as flashy, but you have full recipes and how to plate everything. Fun cakes for all different occasions. Look scrumptious. And you won't have to complete every recipe, but you do have to complete 25 before the end of the semester on your own time, and bring the product in for taste testing with your professor. So I would say start on that sooner than later. Like first day of class, get an idea of what everybody's bringing, make, you know, conversation. Okay, so we do require every student to take an art class. Rapunzel like her whole painting shtick kind of became popular, so we do require everyone to take a villain art class. This is just your general guide as to the pieces of art you will be recreating. Fairy godmother here and everything for you. I feel like you'll be very easily entertained. There's lots of different art styles. Most of it's just sketches, and you do complete this by the end of the year, but most of this is done in class. So I think the current class is working on, yeah, Frollo and Governor Radcliffe. So there's that for you. Yeah, your footman or whatever can carry these to your carriage or whatever it is you royals have. And the next one, this is your history, because you do have to take a royal history class. We'll get to that in a second. This is the War of Two Queens. It may look like a novel, but it is a textbook. And it's just the history of the Civil War that occurred about 15 years ago. Even though most of us lived it, We were children, and the school acknowledges that everybody who lived through this war had different experiences. No, see, that's why we want people to read it and we teach it, because not everyone was whisked away to a royal castle. Yeah, not everyone was locked down and hidden. We side characters were left in Cottage Grove to fend for ourselves. Yeah, so maybe start this soon. It's thick, and I recommend reading through the first 3 chapters before the first day of class, because people tend to argue when stuff doesn't get done, and then you kind of miss some things for the test. But give that a look. The last one is you have to choose 2 twisted tales. They are of your choice, and I'll take you to the library to pick those. I would recommend going with stories that you're unaware of, if there are any. You've read all of them, I figured, but there's a few that are a little more obscure or older. Yeah, we'll go over that. Make a note. Okay, let's talk prerequisites. Based on your transcript, I would say elective-wise, well, I guess it's up to you. Have you taken potion and spells? Have you been, not formally? Okay. So here's what we'll do. Your prerequisites, I'll register for you right now. You are going to have to take Royal History, and that is with Professor Crickets. Do you have a preferred time? Okay, there is a class open. There's a spot open in that one. And okay, next you'll have to take Fairytale Religion. I'm not sure what sect you belong to, but it is Fairytale Religion 101. Yeah, because it's a 101, it's just a very basic overview of fairytale religions, just to give you an idea of basic beliefs. So when you travel and do royal duties, you will be, you know, set. You won't disrespect anyone and cause another civil war. Yay! Then we have storytelling 101. That is a rotating log of professors who have written fairy tales and will help you write your own one day. And then we have a seminar. It's only 6 weeks, it's very short, for diversity in fairy tales. That's taught by Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen. Yeah, it's more so just a series of lectures. Yeah, but you'll need to take notes and there will be a test. So it looks like your schedule will be Royal History at 8 a.m. I'm writing this all down for you, don't worry. And make sure you bring all your materials with you. Fairytale Religion will be at 10. It's in the same hall. It's all in Fairytale Hall. Storytelling 101 will not be until 2 p.m. that is in the Storytelling Cottage. It's a very small class. It's kind of in the middle of campus. I'll mark it on your map. And then your seminar is not until 7 p.m. And all of these classes are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, now for your electives, you have to take 2, and they are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so they won't clash with your schedule at all. How do you feel about chorus? Okay, interesting. Not a singer. Got it. No chorus. You can take writing 101. You're already doing storytelling 101. I would say if you think you're going to struggle in that class, take writing as an elective, because you can kind of double dip on the projects. Yeah, and you can get like more eyes on it. So writing, okay, we'll do that at 2 p.m. as well. Let me see if there's a spot. Ooh, last spot. Get you in there right away. Okay, you are set there, so you will be in writing as your elective on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then you said you have some spells and potions. I would take that. Yeah, because you already kind of know what you're doing. So Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 for that. Okay, and then since you have a royal education, have you, it's not on your transcript, you haven't done any home economics or animal communications? Okay, so I can pre-register you for those for next semester. Are you gonna be here? Yeah, okay, let's pre-register you for those. Okay, fabulous. So you'll be pre-registered for those. I'm just gonna mark that these are gonna be next semester for you. 2 other electives you can take as a first year. You can take map making, but really that's just for like, Prince Eric teaches it. That's kind of just like a club. Like, I don't think you'll really need it. And communicating with the spirits is potentially going away. We're not quite sure where Dr. Facilier is right now. So I'm just gonna cross that out. Okay, fantastic. Now for your storytelling class, you do have to choose one villain to do your final project on. You research them and retell their story. So if you want to follow me, I will take you to the library where we will get the rest of your required reading materials.